FANatics. Today we're at Forest City Comic Con, and as you can see, it is pretty busy here. So let's get going and see what we can find.
Here at the Comic-Con, and we're showcasing the first public debut of Cupkins. Cupkins is pretty much Candy Crush Saga meets Russian dolls with a little bit of Farmville. And so the way that the game works is, unlike in Candy Crush where you have to match colors, you're matching these little Russian dolls. So you're matching the little one into the bigger one into the bigger one.
And how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I was actually one time visiting my parents, and they have a set of Matryoshka dolls. And I was looking to kind of design, I wanted to make a game that was a little smarter than Candy Crush, but still casual. Eventually, the game will be on the phone and on the tablet. However, currently the game is what's called soft launch, so it's a beta on Facebook on the browser. So you can go to play.cupkinsgame.com or just type in Cupkins, C-U-P-K-I-N-S, in Facebook. And it'll pop up.
That's the yellow guy, right?
Yeah. Perfect. What is it that you love about coming to these Comic Cons?
The reason I come to them is because it gives me a chance to meet people. Now that sounds like a cliched answer, but you know, when we work, when we're on studios and sets, we never have anything to do with anyone. We have no idea how it's being received, and so you walk out into the streets, and it depends on how well you know, and you get some street recognition, but coming here is actually focused in on the work you do, and people know the work you do, and they question you about the work you do, and it's a fantastic chance for us to, it's like recharging the batteries, if you understand, and hopefully getting some time. That's a hell of a microphone you got there. Why have you got a dot on your nose?
It's my nose.
You got a heart dotted on your nose.
It's smudged. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
These are my questions for the interview, by the way. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, why have you got a dot? But you got ears on as well. So where I was up to, yes. So that's not. Otherwise, why would we? I mean, people say, "Oh, will you come to make the money?" They do. That's, for me, I have to say, certainly not the main motivation. It's just not. Because sometimes they're actually quite hard work, these things. The big ones are really demanding. This has been beautiful here today, but the big ones are so exhausting. You know, you get one of those with 150,000 people, which you do.
What is it that you like to speak most to your fans about?
Because there's a series of characters, and a lot of the time people just ask me about, or tell me about the effect it may have had on them or their families. They'll ask me specific questions. Oh, how did you get into character for Scarecrow or something? And you can't always answer. I was just talking to a man a moment ago about that. And or did you have to research stuff? All valid questions. And sometimes, and this is really bad though, with the Lord of the Rings ones, after we did that, they would ask me questions and I wouldn't have a clue what the answer was, because they knew so much more about it than I did, and I would bluff my way through it and make it up. Sometimes I say, eventually, I don't know. And they say, can you tell me?
They do know. Fans know more about everything.
They do. Well, we shoot the things and then it's sent away and all the special effects are done and the editing's done and the music gets put in behind it. And so when we actually see it's hard to recognise sometimes. So much better or worse than we thought it would be. So, yeah, and the producers are always putting in little Easter eggs and tricks and stuff in there which we don't see. So it's cool.
What is something that you like to do in your spare time that nobody really knows about?
I'm an avid reader, and not fiction. I usually read science, which is not very sexy. I paint, and I play a couple of musical instruments poorly. That's what I do.
What's coming up for you that you want to promote?
I'm doing a series called Elementary, which goes to air on November the 5th in America.
Yes.
It's a great show. Johnny Lee Miller and Lucy Liu are the two leads, who are very formidable, wonderful actors. And I get to play Sherlock Holmes' father, who's a very mysterious, very wealthy man. You're watching FANatics on Rogers TV, and I'm trying to be professional here. And my friend over there has got ears and a spot on her nose, and it's very difficult. But this is great fun anyway. Come back into the pad, I'll show you me. So, how professional am I to take this seriously?
So here we are in the studio, and we're just about to start our 24-hour gaming challenge. Wish me luck.
So I'm John Pylon. I represent the London Extra Life Guild. Started off originally as a lot of individuals making teams together, kind of growing slowly, and individuals saying, okay, I want to make a team for Extra Life. So the event itself is a 24-hour gaming marathon. Basically start at 8 in the morning, finish at 8 in the morning the next day. It's hard. It sounds like a lot of just, oh, fun, you're going to play video games for 24 hours, but it's actually surprisingly difficult to make it through 24 hours staring at a screen, sitting in one place. Like, you have to get up and move around, obviously. Working in the games industry myself, we've seen a lot of the times where games can actually really benefit people. People going through hard times, they'll find a game online and they'll find that they can connect with people that are going through similar things, or people that will just listen to them. So we found that this was a way that we could really kind of give back to the community, as far as like just people in the games industry helping kids with games.
Do you have to only play video games?
No, definitely not. Basically, any type of games are good. Last year, we even did a Dungeons & Dragons session during our game night, which was a lot of fun because we did it around 3 in the morning or so. So basically, throughout the entire session, we're just like, and can we long rest now? Can we take a long rest right now? So board games, card games, video games, kind of any types of games are really great.
Tips for people on staying up for 24 hours.
Don't overload on coffee. The first year we did it, it's basically we're like, oh, we're just going to have tons of coffee right away. And then it's like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom constantly for the rest of the night. So you keep walking away from stuff, and you just kind of want to take things slow and just slowly keep going at it. If you find yourself getting really engrossed in a game, it helps a lot too. You don't have to worry about feeling tired if you're not thinking about being tired.
If somebody wanted to be a part of Extra Life, how do they find out about it?
So it's really easy. You just go to the website, which is extra-life.org. There's a whole recruitment page on there explaining what the charity is, how it raises money, and you can register right on there. When you're registering, you can pick a team. You pick the hospital that you want to fundraise for. So, for example, in London, it's the Children's Health Foundation. And then you would go through and just start fundraising.
It's a joy. It's not me. I'm a pro. Oh, there we go.
Great burgers, the works is where you gotta go. Absolutely.
What are you guys playing?
NHL 16 on a 2-game winning streak, and I'm currently beating Zach as the Knights against the Anaheim Ducks.
Rumor has it that you beat Mr. Ryan Robinson.
I would say smoked is a better term. Yeah, I think it was 6-1.
How you doing there, Zach, with a C?
I think we just need to get some pucks in deep, tighten up on D, yeah, and then pull it off. You know, it's been a rough season. I think we'll pull ahead though.
This all sounds like sports, and I don't understand sports, so.
I can't even kill him. I think the gun's not working.
Okay, let me try.
You're gonna do it with the kick. Come on. If you get it with the Are you kidding?
So we are here, hour 12, and people are still awake playing games. So let's check out and see what people are doing here. So, what are you doing here?
I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 4, I do believe.
It's pretty dangerous.
I forgot to put on my seatbelt.
Are you having fun though? Is this a fun?
I've only been here for a little bit, but I'm having a lot of fun hanging with a lot of great people. It's a great experience.
What are you playing?
I'm just setting up to play Mario Kart, actually.
And I heard you challenged me to Mario Kart.
Yeah, so we're going to play that later, aren't we?
Yeah, but I'm actually really bad at it. Are you good at it?
I guess you're going to find out.
I think that's a challenge, and challenge accepted. glad you came, Chris?
Yes. Yes, totally.
Are you having fun?
Oh yes, I'm having lots of fun. Losing to bots in Blades of Steel.
This is old school right here.
Yeah, it's some old school stuff. I'm sure you and Morgan played it when you were kids.
Okay, you know what? That's just what are you implying there? Hey, Chris is no longer invited. Chris is leaving. Goodbye, Chris. Any last words?
No.
So here we are with the famous Ryan Robinson, and we're going to ask him how he's doing. How you doing there, Ryan?
I don't know about famous, but I'm relaxed, I'm comfortable, and I'm hanging out with good friends, so it's all good.
What have you been playing?
What haven't I been playing is more the question. There's been some Blades of Steel, keeping with the necessities of hockey. Had a little Mario on the Wii U this morning. That was pretty cool. Actually haven't touched a Wii U yet, so that was kind of cool to get a chance of that. And then Zach and I here are taking on some wrestling. So a little WWE 2K16. Zach's currently kicking butt with Stone Cold Steve Austin, so we're having a good time.
We made it 24 hours. I really want to thank all the volunteers who came out and made the night so much fun. And we also want to thank the Works and Smokes and especially Game On Entertainment Services because they did so much for us and we really appreciate it. Now the event is over. What happened?
Well, game day was really good. We had a really exciting day. Tons of foot traffic at all the different venues where teams were set up. I think ultimately the day I met with the guild last night, everyone thinks it went off as like a great success on game day. Most of the people made it straight through for the 24 hours. Few people faded a bit towards the end, but all in all, a great year.
How much do you think we raised?
The last unofficial numbers that I heard was it was just shy of 40,000 as of last night, and that's specifically for London Children's Hospital. And then Extra Life across the board was over 7 million this year.
And you came and joined FANatics that night.
I did. I came and hung out here for a good chunk of the late night. It was a really fun time.
If somebody wants to do this next year, how do they get involved?
They'll be able to go to the extra-life.org website and register and sign up. I don't think the signups are open just yet for the 2016 year yet, but they should be soon. And then sign up, register a team, sign up by yourself and join a team, or just do it on your own. Happy to have anyone who wants to come out. So just wanted to say again, big thanks to everyone who did participate this year. It was a great year for London. The Guild's first year here, we really grew everything, grew the community awareness. The involvement was great, and looking forward to another great year for the kids.
I don't want to do anything to hurt you. I did that before. I climbed into a shuttlecraft, and I made you a widow.
When you auditioned for your role in Star Trek, what was it like for you?
Wow. It was a long process. Actually, I had done Red Dwarf in the spring, playing the cat, and it didn't really feel like that was going to be a good fit anyway because that role was played so well by the original character, and it just didn't seem like a feminine man and a woman. There's just a totally different, it's not as funny. So fortunately for me, I did the pilot and then it didn't go for me. And so I had the rest of the summer to audition, but they wouldn't see me on Star Trek. Junie Lowry knew who I was, and she just didn't think I was going to be right for it. But that's okay, because it's even better story that they combed through everybody they could comb through. And, so it was like, okay, I'll see her. I was with that group of people, so I couldn't have been the only one. It was very nerve-wracking because I was my friend Marina Sirtis was on Next Gen, and so was Michael, and I met Brent through them. And Jonathan Frakes was on my first job, Paper Dolls. He played Morgan Fairchild's assistant. So I felt like, well, especially with Marina and Michael, I've known them before, and I really wanted to work with them. Of course, I'm not putting together, I'm going to work with a different group of people. But she helped me, like, running my lines and stuff like that, and getting me ready to go. I had, like, she was like, you got to wear something skin tight, and your boobs have to be big, and yeah. So I looked crazy. I had some, like, outfit that made me look like it was a revision of Madonna in the 80s and the 90s, only I'm 6 feet tall and all of this is happening. Barbarella, right? So, wait, let me get my breasts out, my hair off. Yeah, but then I got it and I was a mess. I was just so overwhelmed and excited, and I got to keep my house, which was really great.
With the bullying and everything that goes on in this world, and then we have cosplay and being able to be whoever you want. It reminds me a lot of the show and what it's done for people to feel comfortable being whoever they are. What's your feeling on that?
My feeling is, I feel like I've spent most of my life in the beginning, trying to fit in, fighting what was unique about me to fit in. And I still feel at 51, there are times when I have to say, stop, you're fine just the way you are. And I think a lot of times we get conditioned to do that. So with my son, who's 11, I try to impress, and so does my husband, impress on him that what you're going through now, it's just part of becoming who you are, and don't let go of that, because if you get into the square, even no matter how uncomfortable you are, you're going to be breaking out of that box anyway. So then you're going to it's wasting your time. You might as well just go through it. And unfortunately, as you well know, there are bullies as you grow up. They don't change. No. So but really when you ultimately look at it, they're insecure. Otherwise they wouldn't be doing that. So fortunately I have one son, and I can take care of him as a person too. You know, I don't have to blanket statement or worry about what someone else is thinking. I can cater my parenting to him.
What is something that you love to do?
I love being in the dirt. I know. I like gardening. I like digging. I like growing things. I like creating things. I like clay and paint or I don't know. It's like whatever you can create with. I like moving the furniture around in the house. I know.
For any reason?
Just I get tired of it's that direction. What would it look like if the TV was over there? And unfortunately, I'm getting so I actually need help moving things. Yeah, I don't like to admit that. But I like trying to see things in a different direction. Maybe it's a design thing, yeah.
Well, thanks for watching. Remember to like us on Facebook and to follow us on Twitter. You've been watching FANatics.
Like he said, see you next time.
You've been watching FANatics.
Like he said, well, I'll see you next time.
Come on.
Hi. Oh, hello.
I'm just a bit mesmerized by that.
No, stop talking about the mic.
It's humiliating me. Go
Good
on.
Lord. Okay, are we good? Oh, hey, hi.
You can do it again.
No, I'm not.
About the mic.
He's just going to keep talking about the mic.
Oh,
okay,
hi.
just say it.
Oh, hi. I love the mic.
Thank you.
Can you concentrate, please?
No. I just stole a car. Oh, dear God. What? Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. I'm just going to take another car. I haven't learned how to drive yet, so I'm just going to keep stealing cars until I get into the front of the line. Here, give me your car. Get out of there. Don't show that. Don't ever do that. That's terrible. Oh, no, get back in. Oh, God, I got out of the car after all that.